Enjoy myself. Me. Enjoy myself. Me. Gonna be a fun day, 'cause it's my day. Maybe I will go to the harbor with my baby, or just swing solo, do a matinee, a cabaret, whatever feels right to me. Those two letters are the key. I wanna be sipping on some bubbly with my bestie, watching Netflix or TV. The definition of grown and sexy is just go with me. I grab my baby Nate and my babe. Let's go on a shopping spree. Friends and family, all I need. 'Cause all I want to do today is free my thoughts and get away. Take some time for me today. BS and drama free. It'll still be there. It's one day or two. But right now all I wanna do is enjoy myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me. I got gas in my tank, money in the bank. I give the man thanks, turn up the crank. Blackwell coming through my stereo. Now worry about the tights, man, I love my go-go. But back to the story at hand. I'm about to set my plan in motion. I just might scoop my van, drive all the way out to the ocean, do the damn thing, the lickety split, back to my city, I don't play that shit. I might travel everywhere that I please, but I'm DC till the day that I leave. Oh yeah, I get a text from my peeps, meet me down the creek, lot 15. Let's do something to ignite that spark, like doing it in the park. Because all I want to do today is free my thoughts and get away. Take some time for me today. BS and drama free. It'll still be there, whether it's one day or two. But right now all I wanna do is enjoy myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It's the Keepin It 100 podcast. It's your boy Jay Jones. I got Rick the Ruler. We got a special guest in the building for our Black History Entrepreneurs edition of Keepin It 100. Miss Tasha Turner, how you doing?
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me.
We're not even gonna call it Black History; it's our history.
Yes, you ain't got to celebrate it just the month of February. You can celebrate it for 365, baby.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
I can't take this color off.
Sure can.
I don't think you can.
Although we could change our attitude, we could, scale it down some. We can't change it. So.
Nah, we don't want to.
And I'm done scaling down. Real talk.
All right. So before we jump into our segment of shit that caught our eyes, can you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm Tasha Turner. I am a local cosmetologist. I specialize in all phases of hair.
Okay.
The health of our scalps and hair, we've been doing the most to it over the years, and I help people get it back.
True.
In this exclusive location. I'll have my information out, and people could get in touch with me. I'm also a published co-author.
Oh yeah, okay. Congrats.
Thank you. More of that too.
Yeah, we're gonna get into all of that. We're gonna get into all of that.
Right.
We're gonna pick your brain.
So before we get to learn a little bit more about you, let's go ahead and jump into the shit that caught our eyes, all right?
All right.
So first up, we want to congratulate the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. They went ahead and defeated the 49ers 31-20.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was happy for them. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, they knocked my team off, so I ain't that damn happy about it. But it's cool though. That's cool. I ain't a 49ers fan. I'm a Tennessee fan. So, but they got it though. Okay. They got it. Patrick Mahomes won MVP, becoming the youngest Super Bowl MVP in history, man. Making history.
That's awesome. That is so phenomenal.
That's the start of Black history, right?
Yes,
there.
Yes.
You can't ask for nothing more.
And also too, because they're a team that haven't seen it in 50 years.
In 50 years, yeah,
that's bringing love to your city.
Yeah, you know? Shout out to them.
Shout out.
So, what y'all think about the game?
I like that.
Oh, it was good.
It was good. I ain't gonna lie, snoozed a little bit. You know, I was celebrating my son's 13th birthday.
Oh yeah. Shout out
to him. Happy birthday, baby.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just excited for them. I was like, that's who I want to win because 49ers seen it before, in the last 50 years. They needed that like Cleveland got it with LeBron.
Yeah, with LeBron. Yeah. Big for the city.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all see any commercials that caught y'all eyes? Did y'all like any commercials? I ain't seen nothing, so matter of fact,
I ain't no commercial person. I watch the game. I don't give a flying colors about the commercials.
I mean, that little Nas joint was nice. Like, Doritos, the Doritos be doing it. Like, if we gonna
my son loved that commercial. He liked the commercial due to the song.
Yeah, and because of the song, because of what he, was branded by. He was branded that song. That song's gonna be forever a kid song. They're gonna know it, and they was excited. To see it.
Now, did y'all see the halftime show?
Oh, yes, I did.
We'll go ahead and comment about it.
My goodness. Whew.
Hey, I seen it. It was
wife
good.
Watching. I gotta keep it clean.
I know a lot of people.
It was a good halftime show.
Criticized it. Yeah.
I have no criticisms. I knew it was gonna be a dance off because it's Shakira and J-Lo. Come on, like they was going.
Yeah,
but J-Lo though, but it was definitely for the Latinos, and they, and they deserve it too. You know what I'm saying? So cool. I celebrate everybody, but I celebrate us more.
Yeah, no,
but I celebrate everybody. But it was clean to me.
It was
now I did say they were showing too much of and the camera. Like, what about when Janet had a little thing?
That was the best Super Bowl, right? That was the best halftime show,
right?
At least for me.
Now, do y'all think Jay-Z had an influence on the halftime show with the artists and everything? Since he's been integrated, being a part of the NFL? Anything?
Yeah, I don't think
you don't think so?
I don't know. I just think it was Miami, so they wanted to, and I lived in Florida for some time, so
they had
shout out to all my Floridians.
Okay, shout out Florida.
And it was for their community, like real talk. They got the biggest community down there, so.
All right, we gonna go from one music legend to another music legend. Diddy was called out early this week by former Bad Boy label artist Mace. So I don't know if y'all seen last week at the Grammys, Diddy had like a speech. He was talking about how the Grammys don't really recognize black music, and he's speaking about black excellence, and he was talking about love, you know what I mean? And he said, he was just elaborating on that. So Mace took the opportunity to do what everybody else do. If you got a problem with somebody, address it on social media. So that's what he did. He made a long article basically stating that Diddy won't let him get his publishing back after 24 years. He said he offered Puffy $2 million to get his publishing back, and Diddy basically replied to that saying, "You can only get your publishing back if you match the offer of some European guy."
What the?
So I don't know how y'all feel about that. He said a lot of other artists are starving out there too, based off what Diddy's dirtiness. How y'all feel about that? I just think that's Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, you knew what you was getting yourself into. I mean,
now I will say on this note, they said that in Mace's contract that he signed way back, there was a God clause, meaning that he can only get out of the contract and keep his money if he went and did religion. So we all know Mace left and he went to go be a pastor. He left, came back after 5 years. So did he kind of feel like, nigga, you owe me? So I just think it's interesting to see. It's sad to see that former Bad Boy artists are still going through this. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember the Locks.
Yeah.
Locks had the Free the Locks campaign where they, threatened to throw a refrigerator on Diddy. I think that's the only way you got to go. That's the way you got to get it.
I mean, do what you got to do.
I mean, and being real, this is why it's very important for us to understand that we need attorneys.
That's true.
We need someone that's looking at the fine print, because the big print will give it to you, but the fine print would definitely take it away. So, if he had the right legal representation, then just even a little bit, just to have somebody do, document review, just to look over, hey, what am I signing here? Then he wouldn't be in this predicament now. So this is a teaching lesson to us all. It's sad to see brothers doing it. And, after 20 years, you should be like, you know what, bruh, here go your stuff, because I want to see you eat just as much as I'm eating. Because I feel like, he eating.
It's not only the attorneys. We need to, I know they focus on music and all of that. They got a lot on their plate, but they need to go over the paperwork as well and get some understanding. So when they have their attorney, they need to ask questions so they can understand what they are signing for. Because the attorney can be just working for the industry.
Yeah, because he had an attorney.
Yeah.
He had an attorney to look at the contract. Mace did.
So, right. Well, true that. And I would just think that, yes, you need to educate yourself on what you're reading and what you're signing. But then if you have to have 2 or more attorneys. That's why having a law firm.
Go ahead. All right. Go ahead.
Because I've been with a great service, 7 years now, so I can really speak on it. But I've had some attorneys for 7 years, like through everything. So I feel like if you have more than a set of eyes looking at it, then you have
most definitely
more power. And we definitely have the power out here. We just have to know where to go get it.
That's true. So
with that, it's sad that Mason Puffy is doing this, but I have to call him Puffy because that's who he acting like. Diddy, when I didn't see Diddy doing nothing like this. Now Puffy, Puffy, but Diddy,
take that.
Well, hey, you better go call up the locks, and you better get some refrigerators and keep it going.
You about to get a deep freezer thrown at him.
They making them joints heavy.
Get that back, because I don't think Diddy giving that back after 24 years. I don't see that shit coming to an end. No. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Yeah. But moving along on our last segment or our last topic, it was a Texas teen. Y'all probably heard about this about a week ago. It was a Texas teen, African American. He was told that he cannot graduate or go to prom unless he cut his locks. Now, since the story has went viral, he's a few entertainers have reached out to him. I know the wide receiver for the Texans, DeAndre Hopkins, sent him a tweet, encouraging him to keep his dreads. I know. Locks. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, locks. I know he was on Ellen, and Ellen wrote him a check for like $20,000 for college. And recently, Gabrielle Union reached out to him and invited him to the Oscars.
Right.
So we still in 2020, and we still telling people they gotta cut their locks in order to graduate. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what does that have to do with him learning?
Not a damn thing.
So at this point, I'll skip the graduation. Just send me our shit in the mail.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be at the Oscars.
Yeah, but see, now they're gonna let him walk, and they scared of our locks. Our locks is power, and they know it. It's like, okay, you're about to graduate. You're about to go out here and make something of yourself. We're going to go ahead and cut all of your hope, dreams, aspirations, intentions, all of your roots off your head. We're going to cut it off, and we're going to leave you out here because you got to be like, no.
To walk across the stage for 15 seconds?
They ain't going to be scared about them locks. They're going to be scared about that ass whooping I'm going to get them. I'm going to be waiting for that teacher in the parking lot.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Stop worrying about stupid stuff, man.
Yeah, so
our appearance, because you're worried about our appearance, but then y'all go and do everything we do. Like, come on, I mean, we have naturally
culture vultures. That's what they call them for the most part. So we're gonna see what Texas does. We're gonna see how that plays out. Hopefully, he enjoys his experience. Hopefully, it's sad that it had to come on a term like this, but hopefully, he enjoys his experience. He uses $20,000, knows what he wants to do for school, and he can move on past the situation. Right. Now, Tasha, let me ask you this. You mentioned your son earlier, right? Now, after hearing this particular story, would you be afraid or would you be fearful that your son, if your son wanted to grow his locks out, that you would face a situation like this? How does that make you feel? How does that?
Well, realistically, we face it every day with him being chocolate. You know what I'm saying? So he came to me like 2 weeks ago and said he wanted to grow locks, and I told him, "Here, let's do it."
Okay.
Because we already, I'm already out here on the front line with my fist up, So I dare them. I'll be like
Okay.
that mother in Haiti with the machete to their necks. Like, don't come for mine.
Wow. All
But my
right.
God
son,
bless
like
America.
right now, he's in the wave stage. So he's
Okay.
like brushing all day, got a little pomade and a wave
Little
cap.
Chicago.
Because I told him to have it planned all the way there. But yeah, I'm going to let him lock it.
Okay.
Because my mother have locks. My brother have his locks still.
Okay.
My brother locks is like to his waist.
Wow.
You know, my honey got locks. You know, everybody around got locks. I would lock my hair, but I'm too, you know.
Okay, all right. You too fresh for that.
I can't be locked into, you know, one style. Like, you know.
Okay.
So, but for now, later on in life, you never know. But my son's definitely going to grow his locks. We're not scared. And and we're going to stand up and keep our fist up to the sky, holding the.
I got you.
Because, you know, enough of that being an empty fist. We're going to be holding all of our stuff, you know.
Most definitely.
And I tell everybody, don't cut your hair for no job, no nothing.
None of that
don't
shit.
Cut your job.
Yeah.
Don't cut your hair.
Not at all.
No, never.
All right. So that was gonna be my next question. Your thought process on natural hair for men and women in the workplace, but I think you just
you know,
that.
yeah. And I did my hair like this because, you know, I wanted to show that I'm natural.
Okay.
This is something that you could wear in corporate America. You could be easy with. This is twisted up, and it's nice. It's easy, and it's, you know, a break from, you know, touching your natural hair. So there's plenty styles that we can do with our own natural hair. There's plenty of products that we can use without being caught up in the commercial scene of all these products. They're, you know, going back to the basics, going back to your roots, using what's natural. You know what I mean? So that's what I do when you sit in my chair. Is a whole LT experience.
Okay.
You know, you'll learn that your natural hair is your natural hair, and you should love it because it comes out of your natural scalp.
Got you. All right, cool. That's cool.
Keeping it 100, baby.
So you spoke on like some small tips. Do you have any tips for like the men in the workplace with locks? I'm sorry.
Yes, I would say, you know, a lot of the times just keep it clean, you know, cut. It's okay to be on your roster. If you're on your roster, then oil them up.
Okay.
Moisturize them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dry shit.
Yeah, don't be dry. Don't be dry in 2020 and beyond.
Don't be dry.
But you know, I have a lot of clientele with locks that's in the professional place, and we keep it clean. We keep it done. You know, and the ones who can't, I say, look, use your oils, moisturize, shampoo your hair, condition your hair. You know. But just always present yourself to the world, because we already got a target. So why not be the flyest target out here? Like, why not?
I like that. Now, what about length on the locks?
Okay, so I have some clients who have length on their locks. So I always say waist. So I'm saying, look, you know, we trim them when they want them to be trimmed, because for one, it's about the health of you too. Some of them get too heavy, weighs your neck down. Right. You know, so I have some clients that, you know, cut the sides off or cut around the sides and the back. What's up? I got you. You know, cut off the sides and the back, and you know, we do certain things and style them a certain way so you can feel comfortable within you. Not, you know, just a heavy head dragging around. You know, so it's up to you and what you want to do.
Okay, all right, cool. That. Now, how long have you been doing hair? I know how long. I got an idea.
Legally.
Yeah, because I know you used to braid my hair on the steps on the project stairs and all that. Well, it wasn't necessarily projects, but you used to braid my hair.
It was the project from okay.
So you used to do my hair. That was like, I don't want to say age, but it was a while ago.
Man, I would say it. I'm proud to be 35. You hear me?
I feel you.
And I've been doing hair legally. I'm going into my 10th year. But illegally my whole life. I mean, I got little cousins, you know, shout out to, you know, the Turn Up Turners. They was my first clients in life from, you know, my little cousins and my brother, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him in Cleveland, you know.
Cleveland.
Cleveland is the city where I come from.
All right, you going back to Bone. Okay, all right. I know where you at. I was a huge Bone fan. Trust me.
I still am, but you know, it's
okay.
It's bomb, you know, like so the excitement of being here all these years later. I used to cornrow your hair. It was never a thought in my mind that I would be on Jay's show talking about what I love to do. Hey, this is not work for me. It's just what I love to do.
And that's what counts, is that you have a passion and that's what you want to do. And that's the key to it. You know what I'm saying? You want to do something that you're passionate about. So that's why me and Rig are here, because this is something that we passionate about. You're an entrepreneur, and you know, we want to make sure that you get seen and heard. So
people can get
what better person to have to come through?
Listen, I'm like grateful, humbly grateful. You don't understand. I thank y'all for having me on y'all show.
No problem.
Pleasure is all
But yeah, I
ours.
just would like to, let everyone know I can service anybody, men, women, and children.
Okay, so you cut hair too?
Oh yeah, I'm a barber. I'm nice with it.
All right.
Do
Okay.
line work and
I
everything.
need a
Yeah, I got you.
All right.
And got my peanuts in the condo.
All right.
But yeah, I can service anyone who sits in my chair, and it's like I told you, an LT experience. Like I'm more than hair. It's your crown chakra. So we all have things going on in our worlds, and when you sit in my chair, I make you forget about it. And when you get to the shampoo bowl, you really forget about it.
Okay, I was gonna say, can you touch on the experience? So
yeah,
without giving it all away.
Well, I'm just being me.
Okay.
And what you bring to my chair stays in my chair. So if you bring in your concerns of life or, health and everything, I read a lot and educate myself a lot on a lot of things. So I can tell you the natural way of doing things and certain things you could do to kind of feel better and be a whole better person.
Okay.
So, it's like I said, an experience because when you sit in my chair, you're tired. You've been running. Your kids get on your nerves. Your husband, you just fighting about who you brought the wrong type of cereal. Like it'd be the craziest things we would be arguing about. But they be doing it. So I let you just get it all out, and then I give you all the solutions.
Hey, that's needed.
And then when you leave, you feel like $1 million, look like $1 million, and then you on to your way. And then the phone ringing because they're like, I just saw so and so because the light from them is exuding. It's more than a hairstyle.
So that's like therapy going to.
The LT experience.
All right. So since you got a lot of experience in hair, I got a few pictures I want you to rate, and if you can explain these.
Okay.
So all right, if we can go to the first clip, the first picture, my man with the cornrows. I want you to rate these pictures from 1 to 10. Now this hairpiece right here, all right?
That's a little too much.
So look,
on a 1 to
10, 4. And I want to say 5 really because it's a wig and they did their thing for what they had. That's being real, but they should have gave my man a better shape up than that. Real talk, and some better. I was about parts. Them parts got to be straight.
Yeah, them parts. Some type of design.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta have.
If they're gonna be straight back, if they're gonna be straight back, let them parts be crispy.
Yeah, the parts gotta be crispy.
Yeah.
All right, so let me all right, we're gonna go to the next clip. We're gonna go to the Tyler Perry bush right here. What would you rate this right here?
I give him an 8. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what it means behind the scenes to get something like that. I give him an 8. That's hard work. You know what I'm saying? And it looked natural. If we did not know Tyler Perry, if you seen that man on the street, you ain't know Tyler Perry. You're like, oh, he got a nice head full of hair at his age.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys, they experience hair loss at a certain age.
That's true.
So to see a man with a full head of hair, they like, oh yeah, your hair look good, brother.
All right. So this is the last one right here. My man right here, from A Fallen Grace.
There was a falling grace on that hairline. That's
Hey man, my man
he's Steve Harvey clean though. I ain't gonna lie, he's Steve Harvey
it's
clean.
His forehead, the side of it is kind of like it ain't all the way there, but it's okay. But the forehead being super greasy, that's then the
Beijing line, you can see it too much. Let's cut out these Beijing lines, guys. Like, come on now.
So you're not a fan of the Beijing?
No, I'm not. It's a metallic color, and you're putting unnecessary things into your system that you don't have to put in there. If you want it dark, get a little spray. Do it natural.
How long does the Beijing last?
It varies because some men don't wash up.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
You said keep it 100. So
wow.
Okay, all right.
They don't shampoo and stuff, so they it stretches it for a length of time. For the ones that be doing their thing.
Hey, okay. Because I see LeBron with it all the time. I mean, we know LeBron.
Leave my LeBron alone.
I'm just saying. I
Listen,
know
LeBron could be LeBron. Listen, LeBron, you could be bald, LeBron.
He can be.
For what you've done,
I'm not mad at him. I just
believe. I don't even talk about. That's the only person that's off the not my LeBron. No.
Okay. So
leave his hair alone.
Does the Beijing so when you sleep?
It's on your pillowcase.
It's on your pillowcase.
Dun, 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 dun. That wasn't your real beard, man.
Wow. So that's. I always wondered.
Nice, though.
It does.
Nice.
I got it.
I ain't gonna lie. It look nice, but it's not natural. Just the same way they don't like to see them lace fronts.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad lace fronts. I didn't want to put those up there, but
I mean, we keeping it real.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of bad lace fronts out there.
I mean, you wearing your natural bush dry would look better than that lace.
Hey, okay, all right.
Coming from a cosmetologist. I mean, I'm just being real.
No, that's what people need to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, cause they running around thinking they are shit sharp and
you can cuss.
Yeah, they run around here like they shit sharp and
they in the corporate environment, work environment, looking a lot dusty.
Speaking of corporate, I'm gonna leave Pam. I'm gonna leave her alone.
From Fox.
Man, what's wrong with her?
She says she says she's styled and she does her own makeup. She does her own hair, which could be a bad thing at times because we've all seen her have her good, bad, and ugly days.
Well, and it's YouTube out here. Like my clients be sitting in my chair. I went on YouTube and tried. Yeah, she ain't tried YouTube.
Well, maybe she tried and it just didn't work.
Well, I told her, listen, baby, I got you for free. Like I will put you on, sister. Like.
So
no problem.
So have you done any celebrity? Have you had the opportunity?
I have, you know, and I'm I kiss and don't tell. Like, I'm not one that got to boast about, I did this celebrity, I did that celebrity. Right. Look, I just know the works of my hands. Okay. You know, anybody I touch, they like, oh my God, you got growing hands. Oh my goodness. I moved to Florida and was coming back and forth to do hair, and I'm like,
from Florida?
Yeah, I was
coming back and forth.
Yes. Yeah.
How often?
Every 3 to 4 months.
Okay, that's not too bad. I was gonna say if you was coming back every 3 to 4 weeks or something like that.
But 3 months, 4 sometimes. But I got my clients on a healthy hair regimen, and I show them what products to use at home. So they only needed me when they needed a trim, when they needed, to get their smoothing treatments better, or they needed a deeper conditioner, or they just needed my touch, needed the LT experience. All right. But yeah, it just made me come back. It was like, I missed you so much because, la la la. And I'm like, I know.
It's hard to find a good person. Like it's for guys. I don't know about you, Rick. For me, it's hard to find a good barber. Like I have my barber, and sometimes he's limited, and it's like, man, I don't trust nobody else. Yeah. To shape me up, or I don't trust to get nobody else's chair.
Well, you can come to mine because my barbering skills are on the money.
Okay.
I've been going to the same barber for 30 years.
Yeah, that's most guys.
Yeah, and I can say that my male clients, they are very loyal. They're not chair hop.
Can you tell when they go to somebody else?
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh no, I just asked.
Them lines be moved. Like
I know.
That line be in your face, like, well, why you got this line right here? Or they
and they want you to bring it back.
Or cut it all off. Like my son was like, Mommy, just cut it all off.
Yeah, because he's trying to get fresh with them waves.
He fired me though.
He fired you.
Earlier this year, he fired me. He just
the year just started.
I mean, last year.
Yeah, okay.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
You're right. Earlier last year, he fired me. He was going to barbers and stuff, and coming and talking about how they were so better than me. And I'm like, all right, but I serve as bloop and bloop and bloop. So what about that? He like, oh, that don't count. But he just hired me back, so I feel good. My son hired me back.
Yeah.
He said he wanted me to do the straight edge.
Well, you can also tell him too. Look, hey, I ain't gotta shape you up, and you ain't gotta eat.
He is 5'11", pushing 300. He tell him not that he ain't gonna eat. And the hanger,
I believe it. I got a 13. He's not that big, but he's in that proximity.
Yeah, my son is a real lineman. And I'm so happy that he's starting to like, Mommy, I think I could do this football thing. I had the boys. I was still running with them, and they was just on me, and I couldn't even get them off. I was just kept running. I'm like, boy, yes.
Get that money.
Yes, like, come on, like, let's go. No concussion for you. You the wall. Yeah. You're a wall. So I'm, building that confidence piece in them.
All right. Now let me ask you this: when did you know that your side hustle could turn into your main hustle? When did you realize that? Like you can do this.
Big up to my auntie Jack. She did hair. Remember, she was licensed, and she kept on saying, "Go get your license. Go get your license. And you know what you're doing. Go get your license." And I had a lot of people. My mom too.
Right.
Big up to my moms. My auntie Tanya. Like my mom, my little mom trio, the three amigos, her and her sisters. They like whatever Tasha was gonna do that was positive, they was for it. So, but doing hair was one of them because it was like when I do hair, I could do hair all day, and I made
you literally did hair all day back in the day.
I literally still do hair all day. I started like doing these exclusive hours and doing all this stuff because you
got to do a barber after hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
I got some chat and choose and some things coming up. I'm gonna keep you posted. I've done some paint parties and all kinds of stuff, and put the hair remixes. The hair is in everything. That's the first thing I see everywhere I go. So we're gonna always talk about hair.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I did a couple of destination weddings,
okay.
So whatever's clever, I'm down for it.
All right. Now let me ask you this: do you have a solution for guys who may be thinning, like their hair is thinning?
Yeah, it's some great products out here, growth oils, but ultimately changing your diet.
Oh, wow.
A lot of things that we're putting in our mouth is stopping our hair from growing, our skin from clearing up. And I'm a true testimony to that. I had like the whole cookie face. Like last year, I was eating chicken. And I'm like, why am I breaking out? So I'm, figuring stuff out along the way. But I know when I'm telling my clients they drink 16 ounces of celery juice with a green apple and a splash of lemon juice in the morning to get their blood pressure down. Because a lot of us are losing the hair in our crown from blood pressure medicine. If we're being real, And once you, find a way to, get the weight off of you, do some exercise and start doing the right things to your own temple, your hair start coming back. And I've noticed from diet, that's been the ultimate way than products. I mean, products, people aren't consistent more than 90 days. So it falls off. As soon as they see the sprout up, they excited, they done. It's like women losing 3 pounds,
That's like anybody losing 3 pounds.
We be like,
Shit, if I lose 3 pounds, So
once you see a little bit, you fall off. So if we could start being consistent. With self-care. True. That's what will help you, keep your hair. Because I've been natural for 3 years, I think now. Okay. And I've had to cut my hair several times. Stress was taking it, not doing the right things, not conditioning it properly. And I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I had to keep cutting my hair. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is it. Wow. I'm not gonna be doing this. I'm gonna let my hair just grow and stop all this craziness.
How short?
I had a boy cut. And when I said I did the Britney Spears on a Thanksgiving morning, my kids screaming in the background like I was going to the mental hospital or something. Yeah, it was real, but it was liberating. It woke me up. I'm not my hair, but at that time I let go a lot of that stuff with that hair. Okay. And I have not had the creamy Krasnak in my head since. And I'm excited about that because my edges lay down still. We see you. They tight still. People like, oh, I'm not going. Or they'll go natural and then they put relaxer around their edges, like cut it out. That is not natural. I'm here to say that it's not natural. That is not. Mm-hmm. But natural hair is where it's at. And I did it for my daughter. I didn't want my daughter to feel under the pressure that she had to have straight hair or relaxed hair.
So you set an example. Example. And that's what's needed because a lot of people think that that's what they got to do to feel pretty. And
it's still. It's sad because I see an array of people in a day from little to old people, and our older community are going through so many things and they don't want to let the relaxer go because that's the way they've been trained to think that this is the only way you're beautiful. Wow. If your hair have a perm. And I keep saying relaxer. Because they come in and get the permanent waves to curl up their hair and then tease it to look like a bush while we relaxing our natural curls. They trying to get what we got naturally. So it's like
going about it the wrong way.
Right. Just be your authentic self. The way your hair grow out your head, be that. Like just be you. You will be loved and appreciated more. Okay. Than trying to use your whole life savings on buying weaves and all this stuff.
Them weaves cost.
Yeah, it costs. I mean, shout out to my hair store. I mean, you can still do those protective styles. Wow, but you need to still rock your bush.
Them weaves expensive. Now, do you know, like for beards, do you have any expertise? Because my joint is it ain't where it need to be. Do you have any tips for those our beards who can't?
That conversation out for me.
You got that baby face. That's what people want. They shave for that every day.
I used to have the sideburns, but I'm trying to grow it out. I've had it for a minute, but it's growing the way that I really want it to grow.
Growth oils.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to speak after the show, or if you want to share a few of them, you can. For those who are suffering the same things that I'm suffering with our beards not fully growing the way we wanted to do and connecting.
I would say wild growth oil, the yellow and the white bottle. You need to use both of them together and read the instructions and follow it. And Rick Ross.
Yeah, his hair. I seen he got a.
And he's at Sally's. Shout out to Rick Ross. Hey. Yeah, his beard stuff. But honestly, just moisturizing, brushing it, loving on it. Like,
I guess
I don't want to do it too much because I don't want no hair coming.
Yeah.
But I tell my clients all the time, do hair affirmations. Oh my God, look at this sexy full beard. It's connected, it's full.
That's what I need to do.
And, put your oil in.
Cause I be seeing
it, do a deep conditioner on it, like love on it.
I be seeing people, they be spraying their beards. Like some people,
the ones that are impatient, it's like the ones that add fake hair to their locks. You know what I mean? Dang, we being real. We're being real. People aren't being patient with the process.
Gotcha.
You have to be patient with the process, and while you're being patient with the process, a line makes everything look better. Like everything. So when you go get that crispy shape up,
you feel like a whole new person.
Cause I watch it like my male clients are funny. They the best. They like send me selfies of themselves all week. Like, look at me at work. Like,
for that week and a half or two, you feeling like, I can conquer the world. Right. I wish somebody would say something.
So what I do is I show like, hey, you can go buy one of these right at home too, and you're gonna see a couple little hairs sprout up in like 2 weeks, and just dab it. To keep it a little longer, to stretch it out, to not really have to go through the rough stage, but exfoliate them things. Just some exfoliating gloves and exfoliate it and oil it up. And for the ones that got wives like you, get wifey to go ahead and love on it a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
I'm telling you, the love make it grow. Make it grow.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, how long have you had your business?
On paper, because I've had my business since I've been working these hands. Like, let's be real. Since I've been doing people hair, it's been a business.
That's true.
But on paper, for the government,
Uncle Sam,
for some years now. I'm looking to expand. Recently, that's why I haven't been so dropping addresses and stuff like that. Because I'm working on expanding and doing things with my brand. So until it's all the way complete and done, sealed in the envelope, I'm just gonna keep quiet. Because I talked so much before. I didn't talk my stuff out the door. So all
right. So when you drop all that, you just be sure to come back here and just let us know. So we can.
I'm gonna invite y'all in. Like, come on in.
Hey, I'm cool with it.
The DLT experience with the nice aromatherapy in the air.
Hey, that's cool.
In the background, I'm real relaxed. We're gonna be real relaxed.
I ain't mad at you. We need that. That's needed.
Yeah. You need a place to like de-stress. So now you don't lose your mind. I know a lot about it. So create an environment where people could really woosah. It's the whole plan. When I go over there, I feel great. I have a whole bar in the back. And when I say bar in the back, people be like, "Oh, you gonna have the drinks?" Yeah, I'm gonna have an oxygen bar.
Hey, we don't need no alcohol, man.
Let's get the oxygen bar going on this side of the globe.
Those are popular too.
Yeah, when you go to Vegas.
I plan to be there in September.
Every time I go to Vegas, I'm like, okay, let me get it, but it would be great to have it here in a nice environment where you could just, give your organs some nice oxygen with a nice little twist. Infused with some greatness.
Or a nice shave up.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: what inspired you to go into business, like create your own business for yourself?
I just completely don't working for people. Like, I feel like when I work on my own, I control everything: the environment, the moods, the attitudes. I don't have to worry about explaining why this person is stumping around with an attitude, because energy is everything. And I'm an energetic person. We are energetic people, but I'm a person of feeling to the core. So like if somebody just around me, you don't even have to say nothing. I know something's up because your whole energy is off. You know what I mean? So it's harder in certain in certain environments to work,
Right.
So
tell me about it.
So I was like, I could do this on my own. Gotcha. Why am I breaking down 50% with somebody when I could just have this for myself?
Exactly.
True.
But time will tell a story. You have to always do what you have to do for you. part-time, you know,
True.
part-time, spare time.
Now let me ask, as a Black businesswoman,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of the challenges that you face with having your own business?
Certain things just be so unfair, like pricing, you know, insurances, how much we got paid for our products, just everything in general, trying to get into certain circles to grow yourself. Everything is $1 attached to it. And we're the money out here. We're the spenders. We spend $1.2 trillion in all industries. And it's like we should have more buying power and more leverage to things than we do.
There you
So,
go.
you know, I don't look at it. I look at it as a challenge, but I look at it as, okay, if I went through it, the next person won't.
I believe in that just like rappers have a hype man, you should have a hype person that's gonna smack the living crap out of somebody when they're trying to get over on you.
Yeah.
So when you know the prices of something and they trying to sell you something, that hype man come and smack the taste out of it.
I think so.
They're gonna be locked up.
I mean, it is what it is.
You're gonna be smacking a lot of folks.
Right.
That's what the hype man do on stage.
You know what I do?
And he might do a few times. They got the money for him, so
yeah, get them out.
I smack him with kindness because, you know, I've had some challenges over the years, but I ain't never let it stop me. Ain't nothing stopping me.
Hey,
like
nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Mamba mentality.
You know, the storms, we need the rain for the beautiful flowers at the end. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so I just feel like ain't nothing going to stop me. I'm just going to keep pushing, but I'm going to keep pushing to make, you know, the youngest coming up behind me have it easier. So, you know, I have classes that's going to be available soon and doing certain things like for mothers.
Oh, okay.
You know, to be able to, you know, to be able to cut their kids' hair when they don't have enough to go to the barbershop, or to be able to do their daughter's hair when they don't have enough to go to the salon. Like, let's bring it back to the community and show the basics again.
True.
To build everybody up. Everybody needs to look good and feel good every day.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a punishment if you don't look good.
Yeah,
that's fact.
It's funny, like, you know, this is natural, but you know.
Yeah, true. Now, earlier I heard you speak about, you said you like to read.
Yeah.
And you mentioned you were a co-author.
Yeah.
Can you talk about your book and that experience and working and co-authoring a book?
Yes. March 8th will be our 1-year anniversary.
It's my son's birthday. Shout out.
Walking Our Life. Oh, shout out to your son, because that's my favorite cousin Andre birthday. You know, he gonna be the oldest again soon. That's a little inside joke. But it was a great experience. One of my business partners, Leslie George in Florida, she's dynamic. Like, she's a resilient woman who has so many goals and plans for us brown people.
Got you.
And
visionary.
When she called me and asked me to, you know, write a chapter and just say something inspirational, or, you know, first I was excited and like, yeah, I'll do it. Yes. And then I had some tragedies happen, and my whole mindset went left. But then I tried my very best to piece together the best I can. So I just, you know, talked about my weight loss journey, you know, wanted to be, you know, getting to this weight and, you know, having kids and the change of your body and everything else.
All right.
And then I call my chapter Never Give Up, because I feel like with the weight loss journey, it's a never give up thing. It's
I'm on that journey.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, I'm on that journey.
You can't ever give up on it. So
true.
That was something I did. My co-authors, they're awesome. Like, their stories were like made me cry. It was very impactful. But the reviews that we get on the book and everything has been amazing. A Walk in Our Life. And I keep having like this brain pause. Like, it's like, you know, like this is too exciting. Like,
that's what's up.
The book, I left it right there on the table. I'm like,
it's all right.
But I will have the information available. We're available on Amazon.
Okay.
And through our publishing company. Shout out to them. But yeah.
Okay. Now, did that inspire you to want to write your own book?
I'm working on it now.
Woo!
I really wanted to be done in December, but I was lying to myself in the book. That's why I keep saying keep it 100.
Hey, that's,
you know, sometimes keep it 100, like, it hurts people's feelings. And
it definitely does that.
And I don't want to hurt no feelings. I'm still there. You know, they say don't care, but I'm like, I do.
It's part of the process, though.
It is, but I want to hold myself accountable to some things and just only focus on me to show people how to have accountability. Like, I want to put it out there, just put myself out there just to show that we're not different. We're all the same. We're all striving to be good people and, you know, make a good living for our families and live a long life.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay.
so we're not far from, you know, one another in dreams, you know.
At all.
So I wanted to do this a little different because we've had the books that came out, you know, that's knocking the cousins and the aunties and, you know, telling all of the family business, but no one wants to really hold accountable. So what part did I play in it?
Right.
So I'm writing it as I look at myself and telling how I played a part in these situations, you know what I mean? And how you can grow from them. So it's, you know, a more therapeutic standpoint, like, oh, I've been there too. So, okay,
right. Something
let
relatable.
me forgive myself so I could go ahead and get what, you know, I'm deserving, you know.
Something relatable.
Yeah, something relatable.
Something that
relatable.
everybody can relate to. That's
and then everybody can do this, you know. Anybody, just write. And your story is, you know, your story is valid. You know, everyone have a story. Everybody have a struggle, a heartache, something.
most definitely.
No
Tell
doubt.
your testimony. Your testimony helps the next person. That's what helped me, reading other people's testimonies. You know what I mean?
Right.
And seeing what they went through. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not the only one out here.
Yeah.
So let me look good doing it.
Right. You gotta look good doing it.
Let me look good doing it. Let's get through this storm pretty.
All right. Hey, at least look fresh while you're going through the storm.
Right.
Nike boots and all.
They say fake it till you make it.
You gotta faith it.
Sometimes you gotta do it.
You gotta faith it till you make it. That's the part. You gotta faith it till you make it. Like, there ain't no sense of going to go buy no Louis bag and nothing. But that faith part, that waking up in the morning and saying your affirmations and being fully whole and grateful within your heart, that's what makes a difference.
True.
No doubt.
Now, when you're not in the shop or when you're not in your exclusive location and when you're not co-authoring books, what do you do to relax? What do you do to enjoy yourself?
I'm fun going. Like, I'm loving myself time lately. Like, I'm a
me
time.
time.
I used to love everybody around me all the time. I had to be on the phone. Like, but in these days, I'm just loving when I'm by myself.
True.
That's the
Ain't
best feeling
nobody
in the world.
around.
Man, you ain't lying.
I'm in my birthday suit. I'm eating whatever I want.
Keeping it 100.
Listening to whatever I want.
True.
Thinking and saying whatever I want. That's like the best time.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of things. Like, I love bowling.
Got you.
Still take the kids to the movies. I still try to do things. Like,
Yeah. Most definitely.
No matter what's going on. Let's go to Dave & Buster's. Like, I'm a Dave & Buster's fanatic. I've been to a lot of them across the U.S.
Are they all the same?
Nope.
Really?
They have the same concept, but they're not all the
They're
same.
not all the same.
Yeah. So the menus different. Some places they got the same basic, things on each one. But again, the experience is different everywhere you go.
Okay.
And I like the one in San Diego. That was fun. Like, that was a lot of fun.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Now, before we leave, I wanna ask a few questions, and soon as the first answer come to your head, you just go with it. All right.
Rapid fire.
I'm gonna call it 100 shots.
Okay.
All right.
Let's keep it clean.
So, all right. What do you prefer more, time or money?
Time.
Why?
Time is, you can't buy it. Like, I could go for days on that. Like, time is worth more than money.
Okay.
Money is essential to a good life, but who we owe? Like, real talk. Time is everything. Timing is everything. Like,
okay,
if
that's
I could
true.
turn back the heads of time, like,
Yeah, time is definitely important.
Mm-hmm.
right.
I'm learning. I'm learning about it. I'm trying to do better with managing my time. So
good luck, because me too. Like, I think all of us. I mean, that's why I showed you my calendar, because if it does not go on my calendar, it's not happening. If it's important, I'm like, okay, let me put it on my phone. I'm put it in my phone.
Use the smartphone for what it's for.
Yeah, this is my personal assistant. That's what she's laying here. What you say, boo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Favorite snack?
Dang, because I ain't even a fat girl no more. My favorite snack?
Okay, used to be your favorite snack. Now your current favorite snack.
Keep it 100.
I know.
Okay, so look, because peanut butter and jelly, but the adult style. It's got to be crunchy peanut butter and strawberry jam.
Oh no!
I'm talking about
no,
right there.
Wow.
Strawberry jam.
No.
Yes.
That's you don't rock with strawberry jam.
If that mess in the house is going out the window.
What? Listen, grape got pork in it, and I don't do no meat, no chicken. Oh, what is?
I'm on oink until I pass out.
Strawberry jam.
That's great.
Strawberry jam be bomb.
I tried strawberry apple. I just
did you try the blueberry?
Yeah, I can't rock with it.
I ain't never had blueberry. I'm just sticking with strawberry.
The blueberry, yo. That joint brought me back to my fat girl days. I was like, oh, when you get to eat, like,
man, okay,
yeah.
All right. So peanut butter with strawberry jam. Now
crunchy peanut butter.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, don't leave that out now.
Don't mess that up.
Gotta have a crunch to it.
What is the best advice you've received?
Let it go.
Like
I was holding on to so when I say so much, like I can remember stuff to like as young as 5 years old that I was holding on to that I just need to let go. Like, so let it go was the best advice. And that's something that I'm doing daily. It's nothing that you could do in one sitting. It's something that you got to practice daily.
Got you.
That person just cut me off and did the most.
Jeez.
Here. Don't let them.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, let it go.
Okay. All right. Your favorite cuss word? You can say it now.
Motherfucker.
All right.
These motherfuckers. Like, listen, I have to, I scale down all the way, all day.
Yeah.
I'm on my best behavior. But when I get a chance to unleash.
That's the word. That's what's coming.
Everybody's a motherfucker.
All right.
Everybody.
All right. Your biggest accomplishment?
Being a mom. Like, this is the hardest job in the world. And I've been so hard on myself. But I think, really trying to be a good parent, really trying to heal myself from my past stuff to be a better person for my children. I think this is like the best job in the world,
It don't stop.
I'm raising mini me's. It blows me.
Like
my daughter, ain't nobody checked that little girl, but I love her. Shout out to Cece.
Shout out.
That's my baby.
All right. So that's big accomplishment. Now, any advice for any future entrepreneurs coming up?
Fail forward. Just go for it. Stress yourself out. Don't get no sleep. Get some sleep. Eat. Don't eat. Do everything you got to do to be successful for yourself. Shout out to DJ Cookie. That's my cousin, DJ Cookie 301. Shout out to her because I think so big, and she's grown herself from a little at-home DJ to international DJ, and I'm so proud of her.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
okay. Shout out Cookie.
Shout out.
Hey, I remember. All right, now for those that want to follow you on social media, how can they hit you up?
At Talented Tosh on Instagram, at the LT Experience LLC on Instagram. Latasha Turner on Facebook.
Okay.
Y'all got it, people.
All right, cool. All right. Well, once again, we appreciate you stopping by.
Definitely do.
Thank you for having me. I feel full.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you came by. You the first to kick off this Black History Entrepreneur edition
Our history.
Keeping it
Our
100. Yeah, there
our
you go.
history forever. You know, and I'm happy we have 29 days this year, but I'm like, you know what, y'all, guess what? We're doing a Black History year. I've said it, and we're doing it. Forget past February. We're going to keep on celebrating.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Man.
Yes.
So, all right, you got any last words? Any shout outs?
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
no
you, Jay.
problem. No problem.
Shout out to our Manchester crew.
MRC
back in the day,
all day. Mr. Turner over there, Mike Turner, Sleepy Bone.
Yes, Mike Turner. Like everybody, shout out to everybody.
Cool.
Blair Wide. Just shout out. Y'all, I love y'all. Y'all know that.
Coop, Mayberry, Dunzo.
Everybody full.
Yes, ma'am. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Rick, you got any last words, baby?
Let's get this money, baby.
All right, 2020.
Yes, all 2020 long.
Yes, sir. We the Keeping It 100 podcast. I'm Jay Jones. That's Rick the Ruler. Tasha Turner, y'all, thanks for coming through. We're going to see y'all next week. Keep it 100, baby.
Enjoy myself. For me. me.